sex-linked inheritance or X chromosome linked inheritance. Sex-linked inheritance or X chromosome inheritance. See, in human beings, sex-linked inheritance related to sex chromosomes only. The sex chromosomes are one pair of chromosomes. Mainly in human beings, 23 pairs of chromosomes present. From these 23 pairs of chromosomes, 22 pairs of chromosomes are called autosomes, are also called body chromosomes. They are helps in building of body. And remaining one chromosome is called sex chromosome. One pair of chromosome containing XX chromosome. That sex chromosomes related to male human beings. If XY sex chromosomes present in the human being, they related to male persons of human beings. So from these sex chromosomes, X chromosome related inheritance called sex-linked inheritance. So it is also called X-linked inheritance. The X-linked inheritance or sex-linked inheritance explained with the examples of diseases. Hemophilia, it is the one disorder of blood group disease, blood disease. And the second one, color blindness. Color blindness disease persons cannot identify red and green color differentiation. So these two diseases carried or explained with X-linked inheritance only. With the help of sex-linked inheritance or sex-linked inheritance, sufferers always male, carriers are female. So we are discuss about sex-linked inheritance or X chromosome linked inheritance. See, in human beings, the sex-linked inheritance explained with hemophilia, it's a disorder of hemoglobin in the human beings. Color blindness, identified of red-green color by normal human beings, but color blindness human beings cannot identify red color and green color variations. So the parental generations, XX female person shows normal life, and male person XC carrier X chromosome, and Y carrier X chromosome means the carrier X chromosome with color blindness or hemophilia, and Y chromosome is normal. So these male persons affected with the color blindness disease. So normal female person married or met with the affected color blindness or hemophilia affected male person to make 4 gametes during their fertilization. From these gametes, from female person, X gamete, normal 2 X gametes are developed. From male person, affected X gamete. The affected X gamete may be with color blindness or hemophilia. So these gametes are affected in the next generation, and normal Y gametes. So these 4 gametes are fertilized to make F1 generation. In F1 generation, 4 phenotypes are identified. From these 4 phenotypes, 2 phenotypes belongs to female phenotypes and 2 phenotypes belongs to male phenotypes. So F1 generation, all human beings are lead normal life. Male persons are lead normal life because they containing normal X chromosome and normal Y chromosome. So these F1 generation male persons lead normal life, but female persons of F1 generation carriers, they containing normal X chromosome and carrier X chromosome. So they cannot affected with hemophilia disease or color blindness disease, but they are act as a carriers. These F1 generation human beings of females act as a carrier, color blindness carriers. From this F1 generation, one male and female if affected carrier female person married with a normal male person to make F2 generation. In F2 generation, 4 phenotypes are formed. From these 4 phenotypes, 2 phenotypes belongs to female phenotypes and 2 phenotypes belongs to male phenotypes. From these 4 phenotypes, female persons, 2 female babies are developed. From these 2 female babies, 1 female baby lead normal life because the normal female baby containing 2 normal X chromosomes, XX chromosomes, they lead normal life. And another female person of F2 generation carrier act as a carrier because normal X chromosome is present and carrier X chromosome is also present. The carrier X chromosome with color blindness or hemophilia. So remaining 2 male babies of F2 generation, the 2 male babies of F2 generation, from these 2 male babies, 1 male baby lead normal life because normal X chromosome, normal Y chromosome present in the F2 generation of male baby. But F2 generation of another male baby affected with disease, inheritance, sex-linked inheritance or X chromosome linked inheritance disease. That is XC, carrier gene affected X chromosome, color blindness or hemophilia affected X chromosome present in the 1 male person of F2 generation. So these male persons are suffered with color blindness or hemophilia. So from this F2 generation, the selected same blood group of F2 generation, carrier female person married with affected male person to make F3 generation. In F3 generation, the 4 phenotypes are found. From these 4 phenotypes, 2 phenotypes belongs to female baby and 2 phenotypes belongs to male baby. From these female phenotypes, 1 female phenotype of F3 generation affected with color blindness or hemophilia because 2 X chromosomes are affected, are carriers. Carrier or affected X chromosomes are present. So these are 100% affected with color blindness disease or hemophilia disease. And 1 female person of F3 generation act as a carrier because the female person of F3 generation containing 1 normal X chromosome, 1 carrier X chromosome. So these female persons are act as a carriers. And F3 generation of 2 male persons. From this 2 male person, 1 male person is normal life because they containing normal X chromosome and normal Y chromosome. They lead normal life. And another male person of F3 generation affected with color blindness. So in F3 generation of 1 male person containing affected X chromosome, carrier X chromosome is present. The carrier X chromosome express their disease like hemophilia or color blindness. So from these total generations, mainly the affected peoples are male persons. So with the sex linked inheritance or X chromosome linked inheritance, sufferers are male persons and carriers are female persons. Sometimes carriers are also affected with the disease if they are in affected X chromosomes. So from this total table, XC carrier, it is affected X chromosome and normal X chromosome. It is the female person. These female persons act as a carriers. But the 2 X chromosomes are affected. That peoples are shows, female peoples are shows color blindness or hemophilia. And XC affected X chromosome with Y in male person, they are also shows color blindness or hemophilia disease. And another X and Y, they are X and Y, normal X and normal Y chromosomes present in the male person, they lead normal life. Based on these sex-linked inheritance, the final conclusion is the X chromosome carries their genetic material, their genetic inheritance from one generation to another generation with the help of X chromosome only. So based on these sex-linked inheritance, we not go for blood-related marriages, because the blood-related marriages are related with X chromosome. If any disorders are present in the parental generations with X chromosome, affected X chromosomes, the disorders are 100% passed to generation by generation, generation by generation. It is a sex-linked inheritance or X chromosome linked inheritance in the human beings.